this way around today at my mate Chris's place, Performance Remap over in Gloucester. He's got a four-wheel drive dyno, and as well as this, as you might have guessed by the name, he does performance remaps and bloody good ones too, hence why he's flat out all the time. But luckily I've come in sort of kind of after work sort of time to have a blast and see what it makes, and the answer is not as much as I thought, but
quite often happens that.
Yeah, but I know how fast it is, so I don't give a shit. So that's the main thing. And also it does mint flames better than I thought, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah I was really chuffed with that. I did not expect it, so we can only presume the turbo's too small.
Needs a bigger turbo.
Yeah, because, well, just then we looked at it, I sat in the car for that last run. The AFRs were bang on really. The boost was holding like 1.8 at the top ends, you know, spiking to like 2-ish. And to be honest, where it's peaking, which is remarkably fucking low,
yeah,
it was staying at 2 anyway then, so it was holding.
It's dropping off to about 1.8 towards the end of the run, wasn't it?
Yeah, at real high revs, but that's all. So, well, what can I say? Bigger turbo, I guess. It's weird though, because like I said, on the road, it feels like on the road at least 6, but I reckon what it probably is because it's holding relatively flat. Yeah. You just can't tell on the road, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, this proves there's nothing else. It's more about power to weight than just power, because this thing ain't got, yeah, look, 282.3 is the best it's managed. So yeah, 282.3 and 434 newton meters. So, but look, the peak torque and peak power, well, you see there, practically the same RPM, which is weird as fuck. So, but there you go. I mean, this is the where you revved it to, isn't it? So yeah, look, we revved it to best part of 7 grand.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just sort of held flat. Odd considering, well, like we said, nothing seems wrong.
No.
So I can only put it down to the turbo's too small. It's got a different cam in it, and that's more, it's wilder than the standard one. Because the standard cam is really mild, like sort of that is sort of peak power. But this has got what they call a V cam in it from like a slightly hotter NA Volvo. And it shouldn't peak that low because of the cam. So I can only guess this turbo is just a bit too much of a baby for it.
Yeah.
So But this also proves, which I kind of like, you get all the Volvo people going, oh, my car's, you know, 280 brake, all this, and it's got nowhere near as much done as this has, and they've never sort of got any proof. And wow, if mine's only making this, and it's quicker proven than shit like M3, M5, then what are they really making?
Probably a lot less.
Exactly. I've never seen a fast one. They're all bloody. Because I've asked before, I was like, has anybody actually got any numbers, like good numbers, be it dyno or you know, dyno or on the road, you know, drag strip, whatever. And no. And I think the reason is because they ain't that fast normally. Look, Scandinavians, fuck yeah, they you know, they get like 1200 plus brake from this crappy little 8 valve engine. But the UK people with typical stuff like I've done, but running a lot less boost than I am, and
it doesn't lose much from the transmission, does it at all?
Good old-fashioned transmission losses.
Yeah.
That is nothing really, is it? What's that? 34. Yeah, like less than 12. Well, it's at 20, less than 25 brake.
Yeah.
Quality. This is why you don't have 4-wheel drive and DSG or anything. Actually, you know what? It probably loses less. There's only 4 gears working. See, if you blow third, you've got less transmission losses. Fucking cars. But yeah, it's funny actually. It turns out I've probably not even blown third, like proper blown. These gearboxes got some weird problem where, like the select or something, it comes kind of unstuck from where it should be. And you can take them apart and weld it into place, and they're fine then. There's like a weak point on these. So yeah, happy days. Thank you very much for that. I fucking much appreciated.
No problem. Good fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's, I bet you everybody, I put up on Instagram just before we ran, I was like, make your guesses on what it makes, and I bet you nobody's gone as low as this. But, so I'm kind of glad, because look how quick it is for fucking no power. Happy days.
It is good.
Yeah, I wonder what people are actually. Let's have a look on. Oh yeah, 288. He ain't far off.
No,
200. Oh, he's the dream.
250, 315.
If you're still on the V cam, I am still on the V cam.
Yeah. 300, 266.
You know what? Some of these people aren't that.
They're not that far off.
Apart from Darren. Darren got a bit optimistic with 356.
Ooh,
you got
phone's ringing. Hang on.
Hello. So yeah, this is Chris's place, and if you're after a remap, a proper one, and no bullshit before and after on the dyno one, this is where you're going. And if anything, as my car's proven as well, it's not a dyno you're going to get bullshit numbers either, because I won't call it a heartbreaker, but it's clearly not reading super high like a lot of these American dynos, is it? Because 280, despite the acceleration figures I've recorded with race logic, that's going some. What does this piece of shit weigh? I wonder.
Not that heavy.
Well, no, I mean it's gutted to fuck, but it is still a big fucking Volvo.
Yeah.
I mean the rear doors are gutted, plastic rear windows, the lot.
Nothing in the back. There's
nothing at all. It's as about as light as there's no heater, matrix, no nothing. You know, even behind the bumpers, I cut the chassis rails off and stuff like that. Like you know, the front crash bars, like so. Fucking hell.
Makes some flames, doesn't it?
Oh fuck yeah, it does, yeah.
I shut the window.
I was getting bloody gassed back there.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I mean, it's fairly rich. It's not stupid rich. It's like low 11s, I think the AFRs are, but it's enough to bloody make me want a gas mask. When you do the remaps, then, do you do like a before run and then an after run, so they know exactly what they're getting?
Loads and loads of runs in between.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and I suppose you're doing all the calibrations and changing it and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that's mint, because I mean, obviously, most people, you know, if you got all the people that just does like the no dyno remaps, it could be anything. You don't know where it's at to start with, do you? No. You know what I mean? No. And it's probably more so with diesels because they feel really, because of the torque, they feel fast as fuck anyway. Yeah. So the littlest change, you're like, yeah, I've got a 50 brake. It's like, you probably haven't, mate.
No. Exactly. They come in here all the time for a dyno, like, oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be all if you're happy with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? It's like my Merc is rubbish. It is slow as fuck, but it feels alright because it's got torque.
Plenty of torque.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, but because you can prove what they've got or what they've not, and it's often what they're not, like you said.
How is it then?
Nowhere near as much as I thought.
Go on, what is it?
Was it 280, wasn't it?
3, I think.
283 and 300 and something pound foot.
What did you think it was?
Don't know. I was hoping somewhere over 300. So it's 20 down at least than what I thought.
Map it.
You can't really map it. It's got like a custom made chip, but it just needs a bigger turbo. All done. The car has lived.
See some flaming footage.
Well, yeah. Oh mate, it did look shit hot. I was like, it did look really good. So happy days. The car made less power than I thought, but I know what the power is now, and I didn't care.
If you know what it is, you can work to improve.
Well, yeah, exactly. And the fact is, that's why I got the performance figures first. Because if I'd have dynoed it and it only got 280, I'd have been like, started working on it. Yeah. But because I know what the performance is already, it's like, well, it's kind of encouraging. It's like, if it's this fast with only 280,
how fast can you make it?
Yeah. I mean, the cam, because that V cam, I mean, that Swedish guy on that Instagram post said, you've got a V cam, so 315 tops. So, and these Swedish guys tend to know. So, yeah. So, I guess it's yeah. So, he weren't that far off, was he? So, proper cam. I've got valve springs and everything already, like uprated valve springs, like kicking around at home. So, proper turbo, which I've got, proper cam, say a prayer. See if it chucks the rods out the block. I've got better rods, but I may as well send this. Yeah, may as well ventilate this one first, because because the guys at Leadfoot Racing down in Salisbury, he had a spare engine from one of these, and he said to me, "I tell you what, you can have it for nothing because it's no good to me. Just see what this one will make and see when it puts the rods through the block, and you've got a spare now, so you don't have to be precious." And I was like, "Fuck it then, 2-bar boost, but it's still not blown up." So bigger turbo and 2-bar would do it, I reckon. So watch your space, innit? I'll put the GT35 in a cam on it and we'll come back. Because it's got 630cc injectors. It's got fuel for it. So it's got fuel for over 400, I think. So yeah, that's what it does. Right, nice one, mate.
Thank you, mate.
I will see you soon.